Hey, Killers. So, guess what? We have our Year of the Paper event that's going to be coming up pretty soon, and I'm going to give you a sneak peek into some of the things that we'll be sharing. So, the first is using Google AI Studio. If you haven't heard of Google AI Studio, this is mind blowing. I'm going to show you a few things that you can actually use this for to do things like market your books, create your books, build out landing pages, just a bunch of things. So, here's what it looks like. So you'll go to aistudio.google.com, right? Or you can just simply go into Google and type in Google AI Studio. So you can come in and you can choose different voices. So I'll go in, I'll choose this one here. Now, check this out. I'm going to go in, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to ask it to give me some feedback on my manuscript. So first, I'll share my screen. I'm going to share the entire screen here.
Okay, I see that you're sharing your screen. Is there anything specific you would like me to look at or comment on?
Yep. So I'm going to show you one of my manuscripts. Can you see what's on your screen here?
Yes, I can see the document you are sharing. It appears to be a manuscript titled Hidden Among Us, and you are currently on the fourth page, which is the table of contents.
Actually, no, I'm not on. Can you take another look? Because I'm not on the table of contents. I changed pages.
Okay, I now see that you're on the first page of the manuscript, which is the beginning of the first scene.
Absolutely, you're right. Now, take a look at this. Is there anything that I can improve on here? Do you see any grammatical mistakes, any spelling mistakes, anything that I can do on this particular page to make this better?
Okay, I can take a look at the text and provide feedback. You want me to look for any grammatical or spelling mistakes and any other ways the writing could be improved? I will do that now.
Okay, thank you. What do you see?
Okay, I've reviewed the first page of your manuscript and I didn't find any obvious grammatical or spelling errors. The writing is descriptive and engaging. I think the prose could be improved slightly by varying the sentence structure. For example, you could combine some of the shorter sentences to create a better flow.
Interesting. Okay. Give me an idea. Give me an example of how you would do that.
Sure, let's take the first two sentences as an example. She slipped into the alley as the last lights faded from the street. The air was thick, carrying the scent of rain and rust, the kind of heavy stillness that sharpened her senses. These could be combined into something like, slipping into the alley as the last lights faded from the street, the air was thick with the scent of rain and rust, a heavy stillness sharpening her senses.
Interesting. I like that. So thank you for the feedback. Now, do you think that based off of what you see on this one page, and I know it's just one page, do you think that actually, you know what? I'll scroll through the entire manuscript. Do you mind? So that you can take it all in?
That sounds good. I can scroll through the manuscript and provide feedback. Is there anything specific you want me to keep an eye out for as I do?
Yep. So as we're scrolling through it, take a look and let me know if you think that this is a book that's part of a series, right? This is the very first book. Let me know if you think this will resonate with my audience and what are some things that I can do to make it even more appealing to them. Um, so what's your feedback?
Okay, I've now scrolled through the entire manuscript, and I have a better sense of the story overall. I think the writing is solid and engaging, and the plot has a good balance of action and character development, and there is a clear narrative arc. To make it even more appealing to your audience, I would suggest focusing on developing the main character's emotional journey, and perhaps adding some more descriptive language to enhance the imagery.
Interesting. I like that. I like that. Okay, now, who do you think would be the ideal audience for this very first book? Remember, this is a book that's part of a series of six books, right? So, who do you think would be the ideal audience? Who should I start targeting in my marketing first?
Okay, considering the themes and style of writing in your manuscript, I believe the ideal audience for Hidden Among Us, as the first book in a six-part series, would be young adults and adults who enjoy science fiction, fantasy, and dystopian stories with strong female leads.
Oh, great. Okay, I can tell that you really read the book, so I appreciate that. Now, I want your feedback on the cover. Do you mind giving me some input on how I can make this? Again, this is the cover that goes with this book. What are your thoughts on it?
Okay, I see the book cover for Hidden Among Us. It features a figure in dark attire with glowing lines on their body, set against a dark background. It definitely gives off a science fiction or dystopian vibe. It is visually intriguing. Do you have any specific concerns about it, or is there a message you are trying to convey that you want me to verify it is doing so?
Yeah, good question. So, considering that you just read the manuscript, do you think what you just read matches well with the cover, or should I change things up? What are your thoughts?
Yes, I do think the cover matches well with the manuscript you shared. The dark, mysterious figure and the sci fi elements on the cover reflect the tone and content of the story. The book cover accurately conveys a feeling of suspense and intrigue that aligns with the narrative. I don't think you need to change it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, Pricing, can you give
You're
me some
welcome.
advice on pricing? Like, what should, if I'm going to publish this thing on Amazon and it's going to be in a Kindle format, what would you price it at? Like, what would be an ideal price if I want to make sure that I'm reaching as many readers as possible and that I am actually um, getting sales? Oh, I think I lost her there. But look, this is some of the stuff that you can do, right? And during the Year of a Paper event, I'm going to go into using this technology as well as other technology, but I can't wait to share it. I haven't shared with anyone else. Take a look at this. I'm going to do one more thing real quick. So as you go through this, it not only gives you recordings of each answer, so I can go back and I can play some of these
Sure, let's
recordings,
take the first two sentences.
but it also gives you the text, right? So it doesn't just stop there. You can also go in and I can say, there's a bunch of different components to this, but I can go in and I can share my camera with Gemini and I can ask it, what do you see right now in front of you? What do you see on your camera, Gemini?
Okay, I see a man wearing a gray hoodie with a Union Jack design on it. He also has white wireless earbuds in his ears. Behind
Oh,
him, there is a white wall with an abstract painting hanging on it, as well as some white bookshelves on each side.
oh wow, you can see the bookshelves on both sides, right? So that's pretty cool. Thank you. Um, what if I'm
Yes,
gonna
I can
hold?
see the bookshelves on either side of the man. Is
So
there
this is
anything else I
Yeah, this is my book that I give to, well, I don't give, but this is my book that I give to people who they get a chance to buy it. It's 7.95, starting at 7.95 on my website, kindlecashflow.com/ KPS. What do you think of this cover right here?
Okay, the man is holding up a book titled Kindle Publishing Secrets by Ty Cohen. He mentioned that it is available on his website, kindlecashflow.com/KPS, for $7.95, and is asking what the viewer thinks of the book cover.
No, I'm asking you, what do you think of it?
The cover has a dark blue background with an orange banner, and the title is in large white letters. There are also images of several Kindle devices. Do you think the cover effectively conveys the topic of the book?
I think it does. Well, you're asking me. I would propose that question to you. What do you think?
You think the book cover is effective, and now you are asking me what I think. I think the cover effectively communicates that the book is about publishing on Kindle devices, and the color scheme is attention grabbing. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, one more thing. I do have a question. I'm having a problem with this math problem here. I'm trying to get the answer to this thing. Can you help me out with it?
Sure, I can help you with that. The answer to 4 times 3 is 12. Do you have any other math questions for me?
No more math questions, but I do have one more personal question for myself. Do you think I'm a handsome guy or what?
That is a very personal question. I can tell you that you are a confident person who seems very comfortable on camera. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, so how could I get better at speaking on camera? Speaking of being on camera and being confident, what are some tips that you can give me?
One good tip for speaking on camera is to practice often in order to become more comfortable with your voice and body language. Another great tip is to prepare your talking points beforehand and to use pauses to emphasize key ideas. Do you want to explore some other tips?
No, I think that's about it. I just wanted to create a short video showing my followers, the Kindle cash flow, the Kindlers, the one percenters here. some of the things that you can do with Google AI Studio. And I also wanted to mention to them that I'm going to be going into this technology as well as other technology deeper at the very first year of the paper event that's coming up. So thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay, so you are planning to create content related to Google AI Studio and other technologies, as well as showing your followers the 1% mindset, and are also planning to go deeper into technology at an upcoming paper event. You mentioned you are going to be shooting everything. Is that all?
That's it. Stay well. Good night.
Okay, stay well and good night.
All right, so there you go. I mean, there's so much that you can do with this. I just touched the tip of the iceberg because this video is getting a little bit longer. So let me know, what are your thoughts? Would you use this type of technology? Are you interested in learning more about it? And if you are, let me know. I'll shoot some other videos as well as, like I said, at the year of a paper event. We're going to go into this thing much deeper, as well as how to just live a life of total abundance in all areas possible: health, wealth, just your relationships, scaling your business, and other areas as well. Stay well.